Good mythical weekend. Today we're exposing our crew members' biggest red flags and pitting them against each other. Who's ready to expose themselves?
Yeah, all right.
Oh, you were much more agreeable to that than I thought you'd be. This is Red Hot Red Flags. All right, players, welcome to the red flag zone. I don't know, I just kind of want to call it a zone because,
Good song.
you know, yeah. Here's what's happened. You have trusted us so much that you have all submitted your biggest red flag. Well, you're saying it's your biggest red flag, but I know some of you are lying.
Be dead in the
And what we've done is y'all are playing on teams, 2 couch teams, and we're going to randomize your red flags and pit them against each other. So what you're gonna have to do is debate which one of those red flags is worse than the other.
Which one's
Because
more red?
Then we will reveal who belongs to each red flag, and I will take this, and what is going to be the best part of this, I'm going to stab these little tables made out of foam when the worst red flag belongs to that team.
So we don't want the red flags.
You don't want the red flags.
Red means stop. Green
feels
means
like
go.
Unproblematic couch.
Yeah. Well, I have previewed some of the red flags, and no, actually. So then, yeah, the team with the least amount of red flags wins, and then the other team is gonna have to do a little Pledge of Allegiance, because we all know that's always a punishment. You know. Okay, before we go into the first round, I feel a little bit weird not having team names going on, and it was gonna be the red and blue team, but then it's like, that's confusing.
Right.
So is anything striking y'all for what
The
you would like to be?
unproblematic couch.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Problematic.
And we're team switch.
Wow.
Honestly, that felt problematic to me.
100%.
So Matt and Emily, go ahead and head behind the curtain because your red flags are up first.
All right.
Okay.
And what do we do?
And sit down.
Hang out.
Sit
Can't
down.
Do we kiss?
Don't.
No, Matt.
Okay, I'm just asking. I'm a team player.
Yeah.
Okay, our first red flag is I take pictures of my poop and show no one.
It might be a worse red flag if you did show people.
Yeah.
No, but then there's a joke to it. It's ironic. It's funny. This is just, are there scientific purposes? Are you like measuring each
And
poop
maybe
up
they
against?
are.
Maybe it's a hobby.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like people collect stamps and then this person collects poop.
It could be like
Yes.
keeping track, you know,
Yeah,
if
data
like
collection.
healthy poops in a row, and
What
then
if
maybe
it's like one of those things where you're like, I took a picture of myself every day for 2 years, but it's like I took a picture of my poop and it's just a time lapse of.
Maybe one day they will show it to people.
That could
and
be
then they can
useful
see
in
it.
a
Yeah.
diagnosis.
It can. For
I think the
science.
real red flag is if it's not in a hidden folder. Okay, if I'm just scrolling
That's the
through
thing,
it,
you're
like,
showing people
you hand your
photos.
phone.
what's
Not
happening?
that one. Yeah. Okay, it seems like y'all like this one for some reason.
I don't know.
It's weird.
It is weird.
We all got things.
I think it's a flag, but I don't know how red it is.
Right.
It's not deep red to me.
Yeah.
Do you guys,
Maybe.
It's just
do
weird.
you guys look
Yeah.
at your poop, or do you just flush?
You gotta look.
You have to look. You have to check
You're
on
not
it.
looking.
I just want to make sure.
Sometimes you get a vibe and you're like, I don't gotta look.
Okay, yeah.
You get the vibe that you don't need to look.
Sometimes
Yeah,
there's
sometimes
like,
you can feel it.
Sometimes when it hurts
Yeah.
so bad, it's like
Sometimes when it comes all out at once, then
Yeah.
you say, I'm good. I don't need to look.
What's crazy is
yeah,
when you
just-
look and there's nothing there, and you're like, why was I just on the toilet for 45 minutes? You know, I was like, what just happened?
Now you do need to be checking for something. You do need to be going to the doctor about that.
Okay. The second red flag. I cannot orgasm without pointing my toes. My legs must be completely straight.
Whoa.
Usually, I need to be standing.
Okay, wait, what?
how
Hold
do you
on.
stand with completely pointed toes?
But I feel like I get it because there's
That makes sense. The pointed toes, that happens to everyone, right? But standing?
Which one of them's a ballerina? 'Cause, yeah, you gotta be on point to do that.
I'm going in order to do that. Standing.
Standing sex is rough. You know, you got to be in shape. Right?
I have to have a good, solid back, healthy back.
Right.
Can we not learn who these red flags belong to, actually? I don't want to know. I know these people. I would consider them my friends. And I don't want to know.
Too much about each
That's a
other.
bit too much information, honestly.
I mean, the poop thing is like like they're doing that on purpose, and this seems like an unfortunate thing that's happened to someone that they now are like, this is just what I have to do, and I'm sorry that that's what I have to do.
Get there.
Is it a mental block or is it just preference?
I don't want it any other way.
That is so specific.
Like an emotional,
to be
mental block.
Not a preference.
You have to do what you have to do to,
Right?
get
we
the
all-
O.
I would just like to say I really like Matt and Emily a lot, and I'm sorry that I judged them so much, but it's kind of hard not to with those flags.
That's very nice of you, Chase.
I'm just going back to your toes have to be pointed and standing?
That's
like what?
so tricky.
What the?
How do you?
I feel like
I just want to see them standing on point like that.
Oh, you're not wearing shoes.
Yeah, I'm not wearing shoes.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's like a choice. I like that. Bold
Shoes
choice.
extra comfy today.
Yeah, bold choice. Okay, so
Okay.
who thinks taking pictures of poop is the bigger red flag?
and not showing people.
1, 2, 3. Well, this is.
You gotta have sex with this person every time. Like if you was dating somebody, like we gotta stand to have sex. You'd be like, I mean, I guess it depends on who the person is. But don't you like to switch it up? We
If
want
I'm
to try
in love,
it. We
I'll
want to
You
keep
don't have
it
to
fresh.
stand the whole time. It sounds like just to get
Right
that
at the
up.
end.
Yeah.
We all get up.
Quick, stand.
You are not willing to rise for love. Who else are you willing to rise for?
All right, I'll go poop.
Yeah. There it is.
I'll go poop.
Okay. Okay. So, will the photographer of poop please reveal yourself?
I'm so glad it's Matt. I'm so glad.
I have to see him on his tippy toes.
One time I took a picture of one that spelled is.
Oh no!
It had a dot at the top.
Why'd you tell us that?
I'm just saying, if you want me to sell you these,
No,
you.
no,
I got some.
no.
You know you're gonna get DMs.
DM me on my Etsy page.
Honestly.
Flem Gems.
I'm not even mad we got the red flag. We deserve this one. We deserve this red flag.
I'm fantasizing that one day I'll have a friend who's also into this, and we'll look at them and go, "That's a good one."
Okay. Well, you might find a friend in your DMs.
Yeah.
And Matt, I'm sorry to say you do have to come back out here.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Because yes, listen, okay, just to reach the orgasm, yes, I do need to either be standing or lying down, but with perfectly straight legs.
So
And
the
my-
legs need to be straight either way.
The legs need to be straight in order for the train to leave the station.
You know what's crazy is me too.
That makes us completely incompatible.
Completely incompatible.
How would we?
You'll be like Sims having sex. little woohoo going on.
But I can do I can do literally everything. The thing is I can't have an orgasm doing. There's only a couple of things I can do that in which I reach.
You can never join the Mile High Club, basically.
Never say never, bro. Like you don't know what the future holds for Matt Lieb.
Okay, we can move. We'll move to the next
You
red
have to give you a
flag.
worse red flag. That's crazy.
Well, something tells me it's not.
These are not our words.
The fact that you guys chose that one, I was like, whew.
Glad to.
Thank you for something normal.
Okay, Michaela and Lily, your turn to get behind
Go team.
that
Make us
person.
proud.
You see?
Switch.
Okay, next red flags. I don't throw out underwear even if they are falling apart or have holes in them.
Just eco-friendly.
You turn them into like a rag, a cleaner
Oh
rag?
yeah, I do the dust rag too.
I assume.
I don't think that's.
I
yeah.
assume this means
wash
that
them.
they are wearing.
but-
Yes,
I mean, but
think
this is
that's the
also
assumption.
women's underwear. It's kind of small sometimes. You're reusing a thong for something. You're repurposing it, and you're cleaning something with a tiny little thong.
You can't clean with a G-string. What else are you gonna repurpose it for?
A blindfold. I don't know. No, I think that here's the thing.
That's how I got pink eye.
Sorry, non-period havers. Sometimes
You never have
you
to
need
apologize
to. Thank you. Sometimes you need to have ones that you could sleep in because you can have an accident in them, and it won't matter because they're already stained and stuff and messed up. So those are for sleep time when you're,
Adding holes is for. If
Yeah,
they're, like,
how you
holy
expect the
and
blood to
whatever.
get through
to get to your sheets.
onto
gotta
the
shoot
bed
out somewhere.
unless there's a hole there.
This is a different type of red flag. I'm sorry. I apologize.
I just got that. It took me a second. I just got
Wait,
that.
do y'all not have lucky underwear?
I know I have holy underwear. I have a lot of those. I have.
I got lucky ones.
Yeah, holy underwear. I will throw them out eventually, but usually it's because I'm shamed into throwing them out.
I think I get if I have a nice pair of underwear that I really like, sometimes I'm more reluctant to get rid of them.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I like these underwear a lot. They're fun color or they're comfy. And I'm like, a couple small holes isn't a big deal.
Yeah, a couple small holes
I
is
can
fine.
understand that. I think that makes sense.
I did have one though that was right where my butthole was, and I thought that was funny, so I kept that going for a while.
And
Blew that out?
Yeah, I was like, if it gets big enough, then I don't have to take a
Same
long
time.
go do a number 2. You know what I mean?
And you can take a picture of
And I
it.
could take a picture, and at Emily, we'd be best friends, but not with benefits because we both need to have perfectly straight legs.
I
And-
hope you don't get photos in your DMs. I didn't think about that.
Oh, don't send me doo-doo photos.
no, she just wants to send, not receive.
Yeah,
If I get one of those, you're all getting deleted. Sorry.
What if it says is?
I'm not impressed. I did it first. That don't impress me much. Oh.
Okay, so I think everyone's on team has holes in their underwear.
I throw my underwear away.
Oh, okay. Leonard's not on that team.
Yeah.
The second red flag. I'm a severe conspiracy theorist.
Who isn't?
We got to know which one.
It's very conspiracy.
There are
dependent.
harmless conspiracy theories, and then there are conspiracy theories that, I don't know that, you should be allowed to have an opinion, maybe.
Yeah, I would love to know who is part of the conspiracy in this theory. Like, if it's just, hey, the rich control the world, it's like, well, yeah, you're right about that.
Well, that's not a conspiracy theory.
Yeah.
Well, right.
That's nothing.
Because it was proven.
Well, then there's is Paul McCartney the real Paul
Right,
McCartney?
there we go. Yeah, is Paul
that one,
McCartney
which is-
dead?
What's up?
I've
They're doing it with
inserted
a lot of
myself
people.
into the episode. Sorry to check with our red flag haver.
Yes.
They tell me that one of their worst is birds aren't real.
Oh, well, that's a joke, right?
No,
That's
they believe it.
That birds aren't
the
real.
person who created that was being ironic.
Is it because birds
But those kind of
are
things catch
descendants
on at
of
some point.
dinosaurs, therefore they are like dinosaurs?
No, all birds are government drones.
All right.
Spying.
Okay.
Spies.
If somebody told me that birds weren't real on a date, I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to the bathroom.
But I feel like
What if it
birds
wasn't,
now.
though?
Birds now.
Oh, hold on.
Let's just break it down. I just
her
want to
go.
maybe I'm just thinking.
I like where
Okay.
you're going with
So
this.
the birds now,
Yeah.
maybe the birds
Switch.
now are not as real. But I'm thinking birds in the past real.
The chemtrails killed all the birds.
What do we? What does real mean?
Wait, let's go back here because we just kind of went over it again. So what?
So the birds of yore.
Okay.
Those birds are flapping, those birds heart beating, those are birds. And then now maybe the government got involved. They said, we need some other ones. We need some birds to be watching.
So there are still real birds, but there are fake birds.
In
amongst
addition,
them.
there's birds amongst, yes, but as they go, yeah.
Not birds.
What do you think if someone said that? That's not so bad.
I mean, have you seen it where like a flock of birds just? If they said that, it,
not so bad.
it depends on if they got a nice ass. I mean, if their ass is nice enough, I might be
Right.
like, because birds, that's not that crazy. You know what I'm
not
saying?
that-
That's not that crazy.
I have seen a tree that was actually a cell phone tower. Anything is
Birds that are on that tree.
right. Anything is
not real birds.
possible.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe that's not as big of a red flag as holes in your underwear.
I don't know.
I'll tell you
though.
this: both these red flags are way less severe than the first two.
Boy, you guys started it out with a bang and a
goodness.
boom. Yeah.
I just want to ask them who they think did 9/11. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. If you get an answer for that, then it's a red flag or not a red flag.
Okay. Who thinks holy underwear is the bigger red flag? Oh Okay. So that means that the bigger red flag is the birds, the conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Okay, will the bird non-believer please reveal themselves? Okay, what's up with the birds?
In 1972,
Is that flag in the stool yet?
yeah, go ahead and put it there. In 1972, Jimmy Carter killed all the birds and replaced them with drones to spy on everybody, and so that's why everybody knows too much about each other.
Wait, wasn't Jimmy Carter president in 76?
Yeah, he was. To be clear, he did it before he was president.
Oh, okay. If somebody told me on the date, yeah, I'm leaving. I don't care how nice their ass is. I'm like, you ain't doing my boy JC like that.
What's give us another theory of yours.
Yeah, like who say did a certain 9/11?
In 2001, George Bush did 9/11.
Okay, good. Then not a red flag.
Not a red flag.
Not a red flag.
Not a red flag.
Jimmy Carter's birds.
Jimmy Carter's birds.
Lily, are you you wearing holy underwear?
I got them on right now.
It's a comfy day. It's a comfy
So
day.
I just stick a maxi pad on there with the wings, and it's good to go.
Oh, those are significant holes then. Like
Yeah.
you're not talking like a band little
No,
rip.
some got
you're like
some
just
have big.
crotchless.
Yeah. Wow. And buttless. So.
And buttless.
Yeah.
Is it even? Why are you putting it on?
Hold on.
Is it a
Hold on.
belt?
Some people pay good money for that. For the apparently, you know.
Oh
belt.
God! Now you're gonna get DMs.
Well, yeah, I don't want.
What are they gonna DM? A needle and thread? Just to close the.
Forget how to darn.
I mean, that's a great
I
way
thought
to
I'd really get a laugh on that one.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, thank you both. That was enlightening. 2 more red flags.
All right, we're tied.
Rachel and Leonard, please get behind the curtain.
Should we scoot?
Yeah, let's scoot.
Okay.
Y'all want to switch?
Should we switch?
Let's switch.
What leg are we on? Okay.
Okay. Our first red flag of this round. I continue to eat dairy despite being lactose intolerant and then fart in an absolutely disruptive way for everyone around me.
Now, disruptive could mean one or both things.
What do you?
They're disruptive for you, and then they're disruptive for everyone
Well,
else.
disruptive could be sound or smell. I think both.
Smell is probably potent if they're.
Yeah, I thought that's what was.
Is it intentionally disruptive? Like, is it you're going into the lactose ingestion with the intention of being like, I'm gonna ruin someone's day later, or is it like an accident, like I ate milk and I accidentally did it again?
I think it's that
Because they're
knowledge.
It's intense. I think it's intentionally disruptive. It's like disrupting an industry.
Is
except
anyone
for-
The like selfishness of like I need that cheese or that dairy ice cream.
Need that cheese.
Is anybody else
Gotta get
here
that
lactose
cheese.
intolerant?
Surprisingly, no.
No.
I'm just wondering if lactate actually works.
Oh, Chase might be.
I just recently realized that I think I am because I never thought that I was, but if I've got like cheese at lunch and then I have like something cheesy at dinner, the next day is not great. And that was a recent discovery.
Oh, yeah, it smells bad in here.
No, that was not. I've learned. And
No more double cheese days for you, Chase.
No more double cheese.
no double dairy.
Okay, yeah, I think this one's hinging on the intentionality.
Yeah, it's a red flag if you're like trying to do it. Like if you're just like, I just drank a bunch of milk so
Well,
I
wait,
can
there's
fart on a
malicious
date.
intent.
Yeah, this sounds.
And then there's carelessness, which I sometimes think carelessness is worse
There's a
than
Venn
malicious
diagram
intent.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
My mom always said dairy unto others as you.
Okay, what is our next red flag? I've never listened to a Beyonce album, and I still listen to R. Kelly every now and
Michaela
then.
is hugging the pillow.
The Beyonce was fine. The R. Kelly is where it went a little
Hang
bit
on,
wrong.
now here's something though.
I've never listened.
Well, album, not song. Album.
Album is different.
Album sounds like listening to an album all the way through, right?
Intentionally,
That's different
yeah.
than like I've never heard Single Lady. That would be strange.
Beyonce makes her albums with the purpose of listening to them front to back. As a Beyonce fan, hey Beyonce. So I am offended by this.
It's like listening.
personally.
It's like listening to just like one song on a Pink Floyd album. That's what.
Yeah, whatever
I
that
didn't
means.
know that.
Well, so see, I feel like a lot of artists probably intentionally make their albums to be listened to front to back. But if you're not a fan of them, then why would you?
That's true.
And
Take
did
the
you have something
time.
to say about Beyonce?
No, I don't
Are
have
you
anything
saying
to
you're
say.
not a fan of?
All I have
Beyonce?
to say about Beyonce is I've never listened to an album front to back. I don't think that's a bad thing. I've listened to Beyonce. I
What?
know a few Beyonce songs.
Is this you?
Yeah. No, I never listened
the
to R.
real
Kelly.
problem is R. Kelly.
Well,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
I did
That
hear
is the
something recently that all the royalties for R. Kelly stuff goes to the victims of R. Kelly.
Oh, we should listen to R. Kelly. more.
yeah, I know. That's the complicated thing.
Is that true? True.
That's what I've heard to be true.
That's what I believe in
Not
my
a conspiracy
heart.
theory.
Let's grab our writers on that
We
to
need
make
to
sure
fact
it's true.
check that.
We're gonna find out, but that sounds great.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. So obviously, a lot of artists have a past.
Oh, it's true.
It's true.
Yes.
I wonder if they knew it was true.
Yeah, did they know?
It's true.
To me, they submitted it as a red flag, so I don't think they knew.
No.
Well, it
Yeah.
could still be considered a red flag if it's compared to listening to Beyonce.
Right, she's right there.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's not
Problematic.
problematic
Not yet.
that we know of.
I hear our two red flaggers back there dying laughing. And it's very disruptive.
I listen
Much
to some
like the
musicians.
farting that one of them does.
I listen to some musicians that maybe you shouldn't listen to. I don't know. I don't know if it's not necessarily a red flag. It's just like some people make a good song.
Hey,
man.
rattle them off. Which ones
I'm not
are
gonna
they?
say who exactly.
Okay. The lactose farting. Who votes for it? 2, 3, 4. There we have it. I know your position here, but you were the one who brought up the positive about listening to R. Kelly.
I would not dare vote the other way for fear of Michaela.
Good point.
Would not.
Good point. But will the farter please reveal themselves?
It's me.
There was scattered clapping.
Yeah, well, sometimes you want to eat it anyway.
The lactose, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't drink milk, but I do want to be eating dairy often, and the farts are bad.
What's your favorite dairy?
I love Basque cheesecake
Okay. That's very heavy.
Style cheese.
and creme brulee, also a big
Oh,
thing.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Did you have any dairy today?
No.
You wouldn't do that to us.
I wouldn't do that to
wouldn't do
anybody
that.
that I
Do that
love
to
and
your
care
team.
about.
Leonard, please, when you come out, you need to keep your distance from Michaela.
No,
from-
look me in
from
the eye.
Oh,
Look me in the eye.
I was really upset when y'all picked this red flag. I thought you was gonna pick another one. Listen, hold on. Do y'all listen to the Rolling Stones? Y'all listen to Elvis Presley, David Bowie? Okay, first of all, it is true about the victims. That's when I started listening again. Okay, I did own his CDs, and I would listen to the CDs. Therefore, he wasn't getting any money from me. But then someone broke into my car and stole all my R. Kelly CDs. I guess they.
That's a sign. That's a sign to give it up. Yeah. That's a sign to let that
Just the R.
go.
Kelly? Did
They stole other CDs too, but
Okay.
I was upset.
I thought it was,
I was
they left
ups-
all my Doobie Brothers.
I was upset about R. Kelly because I knew I couldn't listen to him anymore. But then when I heard about the settlement, I was like, I can clean my house again. You know what I'm saying? I can clean. I can, on a Sunday, I can put some Kales on.
G-string.
G-string. I can, clean with my G-string. And
So you've never listened to Lemonade all the way through?
never.
Wow. Oh, wait.
Oh, that's what you're more upset
There's a
about?
whole movie
I haven't
that
watched it.
guides us through the album.
Yeah.
Guides us through.
I would need to have listened to the album to be guided through
Okay,
it. I
I'm
believe.
gonna give you the DVD
What about-
because I'm nice. I have it on DVD.
Cowboy Carter, no.
Just don't keep it in your car. We don't want
Don't
to
keep
steal
it in your car. Leave it. I'd want it back.
Okay, why don't you guys go ahead and sit down? Who hasn't gone yet? Chase and Trevor.
All right, Trevor.
Please.
Trevor hasn't shared many of his opinions, but we will all share opinions about Trevor.
Okay. You're back there? Are you sitting down?
Sitting down.
Okay, first red flag. I joke about sensitive topics and forget others might be deeply affected by them. I've made people cry because of it.
it is a red flag when someone does that a lot, when they just aren't able to.
Is it, Matt?
I don't do that. I don't make anyone cry. I do Nerf comedy. Everything I do is light and fluffy.
Check out Mythical Society.
No doubt.
A round table discussion of jokes.
But that's a pretty big red flag, I think. Someone who makes people cry a lot, that's not good.
I relate to this joke a lot, actually. I mean, it's not a joke. It's a joke. I think I do the same thing. I know.
Did you think of an offensive joke in your head and go, I relate to this joke a lot?
Josh and I make like dead parent jokes all the time, so.
Yeah.
And it makes like other
different
people.
it makes other people cry?
I feel like it makes people feel uncomfortable.
Like, have you made anyone cry?
Not that I know of. Yeah. Probably like when they go home. Yeah.
So you do this in your home, though. So you're allowed to do that in your home.
No, I do it like I've probably done it to everyone here.
I love dead family member jokes,
Yeah,
so
they're
feel
so
free.
good.
Alive, so I'm good.
You can throw them on me though. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I really brought down the room right
I
now.
think we're all thinking about
No, I think I'm laughing thinking about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
my
so
dad.
Making the person you're dating cry, because that's a big red flag.
Oh, huge red flag.
Oh yeah.
sometimes you don't know people's sense of humor.
Yeah.
And, I love a good dark joke, but then you know.
Go too far.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're gonna have to hear one of the things from this person, just because we're gonna need something to lift us back up after your whole thing.
Yeah, I'm sorry about
So
that.
that's okay.
So that
all
person can be thinking of something that may make everyone cry, but is also funny. Okay, second red flag. I talk about my favorite hobbies in my sleep and even sit up and act like I'm doing them.
I love this.
Red flag?
I gotta know what the hobbies
I was
are.
saying, what are the hobbies?
Yeah.
But like,
Murder!
Like, are you learning Taekwondo? Like, what the hell? What are we doing here?
Just someone doing a puzzle. Like what hobbies? What are the hobbies?
Just scrapbooking your.
I have a friend, he's like an auctioneer. You're like, what?
Just wake up and your significant other is doing pottery in bed. You're just like, what is this, ghost?
Now, I mean, what if it was like knitting and like every time they went to sleep, they made a pair of socks or something?
That would
like
be
a pair of
so
gloves.
See, that's
sick.
cool.
Yeah.
Oh, you're saying that they're actually they're not miming the craft, they're doing it. Oh, okay.
You see it and you just put the yarn and the thing in their hand while they're sleeping. You're like, hey.
If they don't, then I'd be like, okay, we can still be together, but you're gonna get some new hobbies. And they're gonna be doing taxes, knitting socks, writing thank you cards,
Hey, honey, we just got a letter in the mail. We're being audited.
Were you doing taxes in your sleep
like
again?
You're doing taxes is not the same as doing them.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I hope it's puzzles though,
Yeah.
and that it's just
can't
on their
imagine.
Knowing
girlfriends.
these two, it's definitely puzzles. Okay, are we ready to vote?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who thinks joking about sensitive topics is the bigger red flag?
Out of the two.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, we got a winner. Will the insensitive joker please reveal themselves?
Really?
I thought it was going to be the other way around.
Shocking.
Oh, you're right. I never know when you're sarcastic or not.
Emily, the amount of times you've told me that you're like, I don't do like sarcasm well, and then I still will throw a
Do it to
sarcastic
me,
joke
and it'll
your-
make
your
me go,
way, and then I have to
"Oh my," you're like,
remember,
I'm just
so
kidding.
sorry. I love you. I'm sorry.
No, I didn't cry.
That's a lie. Don't lie.
I mean, I've cried over a lot of things at this place, but I don't know if has Chase made me cry?
Maybe.
Oh, no.
I'm so sorry.
Emily.
Well, I think
I
it
haven't made a
was
lot of people
probably.
cry. I've not made a lot of people cry. It's just like I'll try to like lighten the mood and not realize that it's very like someone's going through something, and then all of a sudden it's like that was the needle that broke the
Here's the
thing.
thing:
Straw
Chase has
the
a
back.
one-note voice. It doesn't really
That's not
go
true.
like. It doesn't really put a lot of like emotion into things.
He's so nice.
He's so nice. That's why I believe that he's telling the truth. I don't believe that it's sarcasm. So I think most of my things is when I go, was that any good? Was it bad? And I do that a lot. And then he'd go,
Like,
no.
oh, it was the
And I'd be
worst.
like, I knew it. Like, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Who else have you made cry?
I think there was at least one other person here who I accidentally just caught at the wrong moment, and just I saw it immediately. I was like, oh, that was the wrong joke at the wrong time, and I felt super bad.
Make them cry again.
I don't want to make them cry.
Make them cry.
again.
They're
No.
not sitting here.
They're not sitting. They're not out on camera right now.
Okay, Trevor.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's your
What are your hobbies? What are you doing in the middle of the night?
Mostly video games.
Oh.
Video games in my sleep.
So you're just doing this.
No, well, so the most recent one, I'd been playing a lot of Mario Party before bed, and one of like the mini games, you have to like mash the button really fast, and so I was laying there on my pillow. I was just hitting my pillow really fast.
Hold up.
And then Raven, my girlfriend, knew, and she's like, "Are you playing Mario Party?" And I literally, half asleep, was like, I got angry. I was embarrassed, half asleep, and I just turned over really fast.
You're like, no, I'm pleasuring myself.
Yeah, didn't you notice he was on his tippy toes?
Yeah. Can't you see I'm pointing my toes?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious who has the most flags. UC takes it, which means team switch. I'm gonna need you to stand up and say the Pledge of Allegiance to the red flag, and there's your copy.
I pledge allegiance to the red flag of the toxic people of America and to the douchebags who we stand, one nation, under God, indivisible, without dignity or self-respect at all. Play ball!
Okay, well, thank you. I know a lot more about all of you now, and I
No.
will.
Wait a minute.
I was just stretching. I was stretching because I'm tired.
Wait, was I the only red flag on the side?
You were?
That's wild.
Also, we are doing a Good Mythical Weekend more that you can watch over on the Mythical Society, mythicalsociety.com. We play a fun game over there. So go ahead and check that out. And we'll see you back here next weekend for a brand new Good Mythical Weekend.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Everyone point your toes.
No.
Corn is kind of always the same to me. Corn is like pizza and it's like sex. It's just kind of never bad, never good. Okay, this is really...
Did you say pizza and sex are never good? Corn, I understand where you're coming from.
Someone knows what I was trying to say.